Let's also take a look at the Asian currencies, and there has been a strong week, a strong month actually, but all of these 5 days in this week have seen gains coming in for most of those currencies, and the rally has been led by the Philippine peso and the Indonesian rupiah. Let's get in the expert now, and who would tell you on how to hedge all of your currency exposures there. And for that we are joined by Pramit Brahmbhatt, CEO Alpari Forex in our Mumbai studios. Pramit, hi, welcome to the show. Let's start with the euro really still holding strongly at around 12-week highs. How do you see that currency panning out now for the coming week?
Well, after the stress test result, euro has more relief compared to the panic they had before that. And against that, if you look at the dollar, American economy is not having very good results coming in last 2 weeks, and there is a negative sentiment in terms of the results coming out today. So everything depends on how the US economy is going to pan out in the coming future. In terms of the euro has seen the lows at 1.20, and now it has got recovery after the stress test result are much better than the expected. So we can see that euro is going to remain stronger, even though it's a range bound and is not crossing 1.31. So if the results comes good for the US economy, then the situation is going to remain the same. But if the situation worsen in the US economy, then we can see that euro dollar can breach 1.31.
Pramit, how would you want to trade the dollar now, because that has been completely battered in this week? It's trading at 8-month lows versus the Japanese yen, 6-month lows versus the Swiss franc. It actually has declined versus most of those high yielders. How would you want to place your bets on that?
Well, definitely there is a negative sentiment towards the dollar due to the poor results. So it will be better to see the results coming in near future and to be on the safer side against the dollar. So I would say the dollar is more of a weaker currency compared to the other high yield currencies at the moment.
And how would you want to trade the dollar index? That one is trading at 3-month lows. We have seen levels below 82 continue for last 2 days now. Are you really seeing a risk of 80 being breached on the lower side?
Well, I think that is a possibility if we compare the dollar against 3 majors, euro, GBP and yen, and dollar is doing very badly against all the 3 currencies. If you look at the Japanese yen, there are fears that it can breach 83 level, and against the GBP also it's around 1.56, 1.55, and the good results and the high sentiments in the British economy also giving the boost to GBP. And the same thing goes for euro. Euro is doing well after the stress test results. So I won't be surprised if dollar index touch 80.
Sure. We'll watch out for 80 then. And Pramit, how about the Asian currencies? And this week has been quite strong for them. All the 5 days we have seen some kind of gains coming in as the market has been closing. Gains, of course, have been led by Philippine peso, rupiah there. What kind of gains are you expecting for the coming week? And which currency do you think would continue to lead this rally?
Well, in terms of the Asian currency, we have got the rally due to the weakness in the US and some sort of calmness in the European market. We said that all the Asian currency battered after the news of stress test to be happening for the European bank. And after the results, now there is a calm and the currencies are coming back to the earlier level. If we talk about the rupee, again we are looking at around 46.50 at the moment. So if the trend continues in the European economy and no bad news comes from their side, then we can say the Asian currency will definitely be one of the strongest currency in coming week. In terms of leading the currency, stronger currency, I would say the rupee has a good scope in terms of moving back to around 46 level.
And how soon do you see that happening from it? How soon do you see a 46 coming back into picture?
Well, I would say that August is a good month to see that, because after the earning season ended in India, we will see that FIIs coming back to the India, and that will rally rupee stronger.
Sure. Pramit, a word on Japanese yen really, because that is one currency that has continued to strengthen. There have been voices of concern coming in from that country, because that's obviously impacting the exports there. Do you see a verbal intervention coming in there, or how much of a concerns do you think that they would really have to see a currency at what level?
Sure, we definitely see that they are talking about the interventions from the level of 87, and there is a strong feeling that if it touch 83 level, then there will definitely some intervention from the Japanese government, because they have fear that it can go to 79 level, which is all-time high against US dollar, and that can batter their exports. So definitely we can see some sort of intervention at the level of 83 or around that.
Sure. Pramit, just before we let you go, how would you want to react on the news that China overtakes Japan as the number 2 economy? The numbers, of course, are not very clear at this point in time, but not too much of a surprise. Reports coming in from the international markets there. Was it an expecting, and how would you want to react on the currency now, the Chinese yuan, that is?
Well, if you look at the two economies, they operate in totally different conditions. So if Japan has been taken over by China in terms of the number 2 economy, it won't surprise, because when last year they took the number 3 spot, it was not surprising as well. So we will see that there will definitely China is inching towards number 1 spot. It will be interesting to see how China is going to do the revaluation, because that can affect their exports big way, and it is possible that Japan can take that place back. But it will be interesting to see that how Chinese government is going to do the revaluation.
All right, Pramit, let you go on that. Of course, how China would do the revaluation is a big question mark, but at this point in time, China is number 2 and could be a number 1 as well in coming those years. With that, it's a wrap on this show and a wrap on the commodity segment as well. But coming up is Business Day.